Hey folks, David here on the Vintage Future once again, and I just wanted to give you guys a really quick update video on my wife's women's Truman boots in size 10 Java Wax Flesh. It's been about 13 months since I got these for her, and so just wanted to give you a snapshot. Let's jump in. Okay, here they are in all their glory, the women's boot by Truman Boot Company in Java Wax Flesh. That's their probably most famous leather. And she got these in a size 10, which is her true to size, based on a Brannick device. And she also wears 10 and a lot of sneakers like Nikes and stuff, and sandals, and that worked really nicely. She did try the 9.5 as well. She tried going half down, and it didn't work. Smushed her toes, especially causing her pain where her toe ring is. It was like jabbing it into her other toes, and so she said, yeah, true to size is the way to go. And so that's been how it is for 13 months, and she's just loved these. At first they were a bit stiff, she said, and not quite as comfortable, and she was like wondering why people wore boots like this, because these are her first real welted boots. But then she said after a couple months they broke in, and these are her most comfortable pair of footwear that she owns, which I think is saying a lot. The only thing she doesn't really like is the fact that they're laced, which she doesn't hate, but when she's in a rush, you know, she doesn't like tying these. So I got her some Nisolo Chelsea boots this Christmas. She's liking those as well. The only concern I have is these heel caps. I think they're a bit thin. I think if one more lift, like instead of just the top lift, it was also this lift, was rubber, or if there was just a thicker top lift, like twice as thick, then this would have a longer life. But as it is, she's almost wearing into the leather heel stack on both boots. So that's something, in my opinion, that the design needs to change on, just because it's like, man, you wear these for a year and you already have to replace the top lift. I mean, that's a bummer. A little bit longer, 2 years would be nice if it was twice as thick, you know. Other than that, the soles are all doing really well, you know. Even on the front and stuff, like no problems at all. I mean, she does a lot in these. She's got, you know, children to chase around, and we go on hikes, and we go to the park, and just all kinds of stuff. And these are aging so beautifully, and they take anything you throw at them. These show no signs of letting up whatsoever, not even any like loose threads and stuff. You know, everything's, the welting is still really tight. Look at that. There's not any like separation on both boots that I have noticed. You know, everything just looks really, really tight and strong. This, in my opinion, is the best all-around women's welted boot in the world. You know, there's not a lot of them, so obviously there's this one, and like the Red Wing Clara comes to mind. There's a few others, and as far as rugged Americana kind of wear, this is where it's at. Some of the other companies like Nicks and Whites have started to come out with some, but I think they still have a ways to go. They're not terrible, but their design's not really quite as attractive looking as these, in my opinion. So yeah, these are fantastic. The laces are original. Sometimes you get a dud pair of laces, but in general, these rawhide laces they give you are very nice. So inside, obviously, you know, these have been used, so these aren't like pristine or anything. But as you can see, they're aging quite well. I mean, Java Wax Flesh is great. We get them all muddy and stuff, you know, doing the things that we do, and then I'll take them out front for her and just like hose them off, and they're good to go. I mean, that's the beauty of Java Wax Flesh. So it's not the most rare leather you'll ever encounter, but it is definitely a legend that has earned its name fittingly. So yeah, really beautiful boots. And if you want to re-wax them, you can with some VSC or Otter Wax or something. I've done that in other pairs of mine in the past. If I ever do that to these, maybe I'll shoot a short video of that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the update. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. And Truman says they plan to start making these again at some point. They've just been a bit overwhelmed as we go into the year 2022. But hopefully that comes to fruition, because I think, as I said, these are the cream of the crop when it comes to women's welted Americana heritage, you know, rugged sort of boots. There's a lot of adjectives there, but you know what I mean. So yeah, there we go. The Java Wax Flesh. Until next time, let your boots take you to places more important than the boots themselves.